Maybe make a new game that draws a lot of inspiration from Twinsanity, but I don't want them to remake Twinsanity, even if they added a lot of cut stuff. The thing with Twins is content is that a lot of it, if I'm not mistaken, is kind of just like all over the place. Like, so it's not as simple as taking all of it and making it into a cohesive game. So it would be a lot easier to just derive inspiration from Twins and just make a new game. I'll check it after this loss. Does that Crash 4 had ideas from Twins? Maybe.
It's easy! All too easy.
It has like 6 gems per level like Twins, I think. I think Dark Rising is probably looking for something a little more than that though. Why'd you have to tell me that's possible, Sloss? Now I just feel like going for it all the time. I absolutely think it's just a multiverse with a different timeline, considering the fact that... I'm surprised that didn't cause it to knock down. Considering the fact that Crash has already had a branched timeline anyway. Like, Crash continuity has never been consistent. I don't know why people think it is. Like, there's like a main storyline, but then there's like games that are not part of that storyline. Oh, that was good. I feel like they eventually will reintroduce Crunch. I think they know he's really popular. Yeah, that was really good. Like, the people who are like humming and hawing about how they're gonna like, they're just erasing everything. Like, it's not like it's impossible to bring some of the more beloved stuff back. But like, let's not kid ourselves and believe that like every Crash game beyond CTR was well loved, because they weren't, frankly. Do you think they should start as a villain again? I don't know. Depends on how they use them. Honestly, Crunch and Wrath of Cortex really isn't that interesting of a character until like the end when he becomes good. It's like Nitro Kart where he starts to become interesting, and even then he's still like a pretty simple character. And then I guess people like him in the Radical games. Crunch is the worst Bandicoot. Okay, but when you're going against Crash and Coco, that's not a fair competition. We all know Coco's the best. I forgot about them, honestly. Evil Crash is pretty great. I don't want them to make a Wrath of Cortex-like remake. I don't want them to remake anything. Yo, Maze running the best category. No, I am in fact not running 100%.
Well, power crystal.
Yeah, like, I honestly don't want any more Crash remakes. Like, remaking the original trilogy and the Insane trilogy was good, and then remaking CTR was also good. But from there, like, they shouldn't hinge on remakes. They should just make new games to show that they can, in fact, make new games. If the remake craze continues, people are going to catch on and realize they have no ideas of their own, and we don't want that, because then the franchise will die again.
Yes, the crystal is mine.
I mean, for all we know, Crunch might be in Crash 4. How will you live without your Crash Boom Bang? Remake it peacefully.
Crystal crazy.
What the fuck? Just gonna keep going this way because it's the only way I know how to fucking get over there. The only remake you want is a Twins. I don't even want that. I don't want them to remake this game. I doubt Entropy and Engine will be playable in, well, maybe. Can't really say at this point. I was about to say they are they're villains, so they would be bosses, but then I realized that Cortex is playable, so. Honestly, the older I get, the more I realize, like, I'm not really much of a speculative type. I'd rather just wait and see what the final product is. I mean, I don't even know if we know Dingo Dial is a boss. He might just be a playable character. He probably is, since according to the trailer, he gave up the life of villainy.
Fish?
I like how there's a regular checkpoint right next to the world checkpoint. Oh yeah, because there's the one by the dock also. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Most world checkpoints just activate when you get near that one you literally have to fucking touch. Please don't give me dead zones. This controller's my last hope. That's entirely possible, yeah. Okay. Whoops.
Fish?
Hello, am I?
Okay. That is Sloth's voice, which means the video is uploaded. Sure. This is not a thing that is difficult. Like, can you... Thanks. Sure. Thank you for joining us, camera. Also, nice title on this video. Sloss, way to fucking call me out. Yeah, this is the in-game music.
A cathedral of diabolical genius. Scary, but in the wrong hands, this iceberg lair could do much.
You do the glitch above the building glitch in Academy of Evil. If you mean in Classroom Chaos, yes.
Absurd. Follow me. I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this later. I didn't realize it was that long. What was the name of the Humpty Dudley boss in Crash? You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. I don't know what you mean. Oh, Entrance. Yeah, Entrance. He's in the second GBA game. Which, by the way, is a very good game. A lot of people just assume the GBA games are terrible, and the Huge Adventure is. The Huge Adventure is pretty awful. But Entranced is actually really good. Imagine being able to line things up. The only GBA game, Crash game you like is Entranced. That's a fair opinion to have. I'm like, I have a fondness for Crash Purple, but I think the game is only okay at best. I actually think it's better than Huge Adventure though. Huge Adventure is amazing compared to Purple. No, Huge Adventure is pretty ass. Huge Adventure has god-awful level design. Like, legitimately horrible. Nice nearly death. Purple is, like, not great because it's just a fucking minigame compilation. But at least it's not horribly designed. Trying to slide, I'm just getting a crouch. Previous all-level runs have been any indication, I do actually need all 22 of these lives, apparently. Imagine that checkpoint wasn't one of the ones you had to touch. See, I can snipe checkpoints. Sloss, you dick. I'm just bad at it. I sure showed you. World record's mine now. I'm the new atomic Sloss. Oh, maybe not. Wow, why do I suck at this then, although? Oh, I'm gonna die. I did not die. World record doesn't get that checkpoint snipe. See? I'm clearly superior. Okay, I'm really good at dying here. Also, apparently the camera just doesn't want to agree with me today. See?
Fish? To the sea, I tell you.
Fucking
Our
lose it.
salvation floats upon the briny blue. We must reach Engine's battleship
No,
and
I'll do this
before
properly.
it sets sail. But how?
Have to bop 8 other people to get were. So? Have to pull the camera down with it. Oh. See, these are things I don't know until I mess it up and then someone conveniently tells me. Anything too crazy happen? Not really. All levels is pretty mundane compared to Hundo. What's up, Vinny? You have a 120, right, Maze? Well, my last run, if the only thing that was different in my last run was I didn't die in Madame Amberley, I would have already had like 119 or 118, something like that. I would have been 118 because this is a 122. How did I didn't even let go of B, so I don't know how I latched onto that. You saw the Corporate Cortex jump that crash and froze the game. Yeah, that's a common thing that can happen sometimes. It's not like super common, but it is a thing that happens occasionally. Can latch on this for good. See, I'm good. I basically am already world record tier.
Coming through, ladies.
Yeah, like I lost 2.5 minutes in Academy of Evil because I died to Madame Amberley, and then like my Antagony was a train wreck, and then like Hub 2 really wasn't that great either. So no, I've got so much time I can still save. Not right now, Wingo. I'm still mildly frustrated at the moment, and being in call will probably not help that. Thank you, Key. That's pretty good English for someone who can't speak English. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, it didn't even cross my mind to flex and get the yellow gem.
Fish?
I have no mask, by the way. Good to know. I'll try. I don't even want to try and get the one on the ice.
I've never been so humiliated. No amount of treasure could
Maybe I'll just death abuse at the beginning of, like the first room of high seas. Look at Sloth with his fucking mid-run coaching. Oh, well, okay, I forgot to do that then. If I die after the engine cutscene, can you move during it? Or you can move during it when you respawn? Huh. Yeah, Mateus, thanks for the good luck. The rats can kill you during the engine cutscene. Nice. The rats are leaving the sinking ship. I don't think Engine's saying fool. I think he's just making a very frustrated grunt. Gonna do any stuck head things? I don't know what that means. Excited for Crash 4? Very. Murkaz agrees with you. Murkaz agrees with everyone. Holding the camera so Crash's head gets stuck. I do that before the Madame Amberly fight usually, just because it's funny having Cortex just like look like this the whole time. Fresh meat for my pot. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that reward. I used to also have 2 + 2 = 5, but that one got pretty stale. I also used to have Recorde Mundial, but some people were starting to get confused as to why I was an English-only stream that had a reward that was written in Portuguese. So I got rid of that one. Also, like having that many deep memes just gets excessive. So I just kept Murkaz agrees with me. Saving up for the jet. That's already been redeemed. I just haven't done it yet. I was considering starting it tomorrow. That's why redemptions on it are paused, because it's already been bought. But if you want to redeem the Spyro 120 for Speedrun, because apparently nobody wants to watch me do that, even though Spyro is like a good speedrun. Oh, doesn't work for this cutscene apparently. Not a Spyro fan. Neither am I just like Spyro 1.
The rats are leaving the sinking ship. Tell us where the treasure is and
we'll let you go.
Silence. Looks like we'll have to wring it out of him. Rio, get changed.
God Gamer. I'm a fan of that one. Oh, okay, cool. That's a pretty good one. Sometimes I think about raising the price of No You, just because there's just like every once in a while there's that one asshole who just comes in and spams the ever-loving shit out of it. Can't believe Entropy enters T-posing. He's asserting dominance. See, like, I just had like 3 or 4 of you do it, but there's literally been people who do it so much that it just eats up the entire chat for like a good minute. Channel points are free. True. Raise the price of it. Yeah.
Come along to the Psychotron.
It is an attack. It's just that when you spin, you have invincibility frames. Or does the staff actually like not do any damage? Because I was under the impression that it is an attack. Oh look, I found the fucking dead zone, I think. Staff does no fucking really? I've been avoiding it this whole fucking time?
Let my brother go.
Wow. No wonder I always thought I got so lucky in that fight.
Ruined, thanks
Oh, what
to
the fuck?
Perky here. Must be repaired, and only one person can help.
Yeah, I thought it actually damaged you.
Mina Cortex. Isn't she
I thought the spinning
delightful?
was like not only to make sure that
Obviously, I
the
made a few
ice doesn't fall, but also
modifications
to make sure that you didn't get hit.
Quickly, to my private dirigible. Set a course for Madame Amberley's Academy of Evil. Come along.
Guys, look, Coco's I fucking didn't even. I didn't get the checkpoint. I'm an idiot. Cool, let's just lose like. Do I have to watch the cutscene again? No? Okay, good. Okay, so I'm just smooth brain today. At least I don't have to watch the cutscene again, because that shit's fucking long. You know, that wasn't really as much time lost as I thought it would be.
Ah, yes. The old alma mater.
As a former student myself,
I'm well acquainted with the many secrets.
I'm well acquainted with this stupid fucking cutscene. Ah, yes, the old boiler room doom. As a 100% runner myself, I'm well acquainted with seeing this cutscene over and over and over because I'm bad. Someone remade the Academy of Evil and Dreams. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, look at that. Cool. Why did that never work when I tried it before? Do you just get stuck in the pipe on Xbox? Because that's so easy to get out and... Oh, is that the easier thing you were telling me about before? Okay. Can you just DM that and the Ice Climb one to me? That way I don't have to go through chat to find them again. Yep, you can get through this without Pipe Cortex. The reason you don't in 100% is because you need to activate the pipe cutscene to do Zombie. Yep, there is a dead zone to the left on this stick too. I'm an idiot. How did they never find these glitches? Are you implying they had time to test the game? Every time someone asks me, like, how did they not find this in playtesting? There was no playtesting. Well, there's your answer as to how they never found those glitches. It was rushed, so therefore there was no playtesting. Okay. Imagine Crash 4 being Twitch like Twinsanity. I doubt it. Crash 4 looks like it's gonna have a way bigger budget. There we go. The one time a game ends up being better than a tested version. I mean, if you mean a tested version of that game, we have no idea what a final version of Twins would have looked like. I can think of plenty of games that were probably playtested and ended up being terrible anyway. was actually gonna fucking miss. Honestly, I really like the aesthetic of the icons in this game. Like the just like paper-esque effect.
How's he, ain't it? Rumour is you two chumps have got your mitts in some treasure. I want a piece of that pie.
I have no idea what you just said. God, this boss fight's so fucking good. They look like JPEGs. I mean, this game's from the early 2000s. I think that's part of the aesthetic, is that the white outline is supposed to be there to give it a paper-esque effect. Ready to play with Dingo? Yeah, he looks pretty fun. Look at Dingo's icon. Again, same thing. Much thinner, yes. Still the same thing, though. That also might be to make sure it doesn't, like, blend in with the background. White outlines generally help with that. Or... I was getting that confused with Phase 4. I'm glad I realized what attack he was doing. There's no, yeah, no, you have to actually run it, I'm pretty sure.
Fish?
See if I can not lose a minute in this level. Yeah, this level's loads are interesting in all levels. I shouldn't need all 20 of these. Xbox struggles with certain kinds of loading. This doesn't happen in Hundo. I wonder if it's because, like, in Hundo, you respawn in this level. So it just loads all of it or something. Yeah, I notice I have to, like, force loads a lot more often in this compared to, like... Oh my God, come here. Okay. Come here again. Thanks. That was an adventure. So I noticed in like rooftop I have to like pause a lot also. Alright, cool then. Yeah, this game is really buggy. I learn new things about it all the time also. How did I get that long jump? And tries to load all the chunks connected to the chunk you were in. Yeah. We'll try to load +2 in classroom. Okay, Xbox still has like better loads in general, which is nice. Imagine landing on crates. Yeah, you can go into Cortex's section with Crash, and it's way faster because Crash is a way faster character. Also, there's a wrong warp, so there's that too. You don't have to go in. Oh. Oh no, muscle memory. That's the wrong warp, by the way. It just like cuts out an entire chunk of the level. You'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. Yeah, I know I know you can continue inbounds or out of bounds for this, but I don't know how to do it. This one I'm aware of.
Fish?
I just don't know how to do it, so I just do the fight. Never understood the frogs, honestly. They needed to do something for Cortex. Minus 230. And we got 2.5 to save in Academy of Evil, so for Amberly, so wee, that was some lag. Nice.
My airship! Without it, we're stranded! Tie it to something secure, I said. Hurry, Nina, or you'll miss the bus!
This room isn't usually loaded. Or am I thinking too far ahead? Yep, there's a dead zone. I think this one's more on the diagonal though, so I might be able to work with that. Oh, fuck. The problem with the other controller is that the dead zone was like straight up on the exact left. If this one's just on like a slight diagonal, I can work with that. Or, you know, I can just like get a new controller. But apparently finding stuff for OG Xbox is a pain in the dick. Just fucking buy a Duke. Yeah, it's this room. Interesting. I wonder if I could, if I get like a DS2 or Xbox to DS2 adapter or something, or DS2 to Xbox adapter, and then plug the DS4 to DS2 adapter, and that I could use my DS4 on this game. That might be a science experiment. Yeah, I have pretty bad luck with PS4 controllers. I've owned 4. One of them I gave to my friend when I sold him my original PS4, because I bought a PS4 Pro. One of them had the pad broke, so the D-pad just felt like shit. And then, trying to think what else. Another one, I think I salvaged for parts. I don't remember what was wrong with that one, but there was something wrong with it. And then the one I use now, for some reason before, it had like right analog stick drift, but it's not a thing anymore. So maybe that was actually the other controller I was having that issue with. I don't know. I have bad luck with fucking DS4s. Oh no, the other one, the R1 button, the pad broke, or like the spring broke or something, so it fucking, I couldn't feel any feedback when I pressed the R1 button. And that's a problem when I play Crash games where you press R1 a lot. The original DS4 I use is still fine. The reason I stopped using it though is just because I put aluminum sticks and aluminum buttons in it, which for the most part I really like, but for Crash 2 the D-pad just feels really flimsy. Please don't die. I don't know. DS4 is like design-wise and ergonomic-wise is so good, but something about them is just not built right.
Fish?
Everything in Academy of Evil has been a gold. Alright guys, 3 fucking minutes to save in this fight. Alright, come back please.
Madam Amberly.
So, Crybaby Cortex is all grown up. I see you found employment as a barber.
I'm an evil scientist.
It's like he's trying to avoid eye contact. It's like me when I'm talking to someone I don't like. Oh, I fucked it up. God, now I have to do the fight. Oh, it's so weird. For some reason, I thought I had to fucking move. Yeah, I'm sad they didn't put her in Nitro Field. They really didn't do a lot for Twins in Nitro Field. They just gave us Nina, and then like there's a reference to Amberly and Nina's Nightmare. I mean, phase 1's easy, so. Boy, she's thick. You're right. It's like evil. You got some head. Do you prefer being called Princess or Samoya? Because whenever I see you in like other streams, people just call you Princess or Samo. Why is she free? If you literally stand here and do nothing, she attacks the same type. Like the strat here is to put the controller down, and I almost fucking pressed the button trying to put it down. I might go with like Samo or something just because it's like easier to say. All good, just wanted to double check. Out of ammo. Guys, I can't believe I saved 3 minutes in this fucking... oh, almost 3 minutes. It's not hard. Thanks. I could still die. I could. But... imagine. Never forgot why he says that when switching. Probably because it like reduces the ammo count to 0 when you switch off of them.
Come now, as we explore a new dimension! It should have been 2 new dimensions, but we ran out of time.
The no ammo run. Might as well.
My daughter, niece! We must do something! Think, Cortex, think!
Kind of funny there's a big end platform despite it being an alternate. I mean, he warped the entire lab to the dimension, so I'm under the assumption it's the same building as their dimension. So it's the same platforms and everything. I'm godlike. The other building didn't have purple lights. Well, I guess the other theory is that because it's established that the 10th dimension just has opposite versions of like the characters, hence Evil Crash, and there was like Evil Coco and Good Cortex that were cut. That's probably just like an alternate Iceberg Lab, but like Cortex still exists in this dimension. He's just nice. Yeah, Evil Crash just changed the light bulbs. He's a very handy handyman. Handyman.
Come along.
In the
Fish.
I'll fix that later, I guess. Or just not give a shit. It's not like it's optimized anyway. I think in the deleted scene, Evil Cortex Good Cortex gets killed by regular Cortex. He's like, "Welcome to the 10th dimension," and then he just gets shot. But you know, he might also have just been killed by Evil Crash. What do I think of Evil Crash?
There they are.
He's interesting.
Go.
Like, for
Take
the
me
negative
instead.
amount of time we see him, he's just a neat character. Also that. Like, how can you hate that? It's black comedy. Like, and I'm pretty sure, like, they warp into the 10th dimension and Cortex is like, okay, make sure you don't, like, interact with any, like, alternate dimension versions of yourself. And then Good Cortex just shows up and says, welcome to the 10th dimension, and just gets shot. And Cortex is like, forget what I just said. This is the level where I play like a bitch. Yeah, man, so I mean, I'll probably do more runs after this. I don't know if I'll do more all levels, but I might switch to like Hundo or something. That or I'll play the Humpty Dumpty game. Don't do this to me, controller. Okay, the dead zone on this doesn't seem nearly as blatant as the other controller, so that's nice, I guess. If it's just something that happens every once in a while, I can fucking deal with that. Never gone into the tunnels where... interesting.
Fish. And Moritz
Okay, that was barely even a gold, so I don't really care.
This is where we wrong the rights. And
Sweep the past under the rug. Alright. Remember to not hit the fucking checkpoint in Antagony. Hope he didn't hit that. I'd be surprised if you could go that far and hit that checkpoint, but you know, apparently that's a thing. We'll find out. Oh, nice. Okay. Ta-da! Nice. Okay, let's try it again. Gotta fucking sneeze. Yeah, I don't know, Vinny. It's a thing that Xbox can do. It's an Xbox exclusive thing, and it's only useful on all levels. I don't know if there's a reason. Sloss might know if there's a reason, but I don't know the reason. And it doesn't work on PS2. It's not useful in Hundo because you have to get that gem. And it's not useful in any percent because with the proper any percent route, if you die in this level, the game crashes. But I suppose if you don't do the warp 4 skip, or the warp skip, then you could do it. Oh my fucking god, I hate everything. It crashes because in any percent you do what's called the warp skip. Oh my god, dude, this is not hard. You do what's called the warp skip in any percent, where you use Cortex to go out of bounds at the start of the 10th dimension and just get to the warp that immediately takes you to Antagony. Oh my god. But when you do that, you latch Cortex onto yourself, so you have Cortex for this level. And obviously, if you have Cortex and spawn in a place where you're not supposed to, the game crashes. So if you die, you respawn with Cortex, and the game can't handle that, so it crashes. Never seen Crash jump off of an enemy and not get hurt. It depends on the state the enemy's in. If they're like taking damage, you can jump off of them. So like the enemies that take 2 hits, you can hit them and then jump off of them. Why did I spin? Fucking thumb, dude. This is the one crashing where jumping on enemies damage you. Yeah. I feel like that was probably a design choice. But I don't think they accounted for hurting an enemy and then jumping on it and not taking damage. to cycle more than I needed to. Stupid. Me. Yes. Nice enemy though. There was an attempt. Wonder where Spyro's model is in the game. I don't know. How long is this fight? Minutes-ish. Alright, so probably gonna match my PB's time here then. Yeah. Antagony could have gone better, but normal. Short of anything catastrophic at the end of this. It's an interesting final boss. Not the best boss in the game, it's probably second best. Yeah, it's definitely a unique fight. Oh my fucking god, dude. Please. Nice shield, though. It's easy!
All too easy.
That was definitely a 14. Like a 116-14. But, yeah, not bad. The fight's easy when it works. Like, I've had some stuff where sometimes Nino doesn't work. Yeah, so that's, like, actually not a terrible run.
This is one heck of an ending.
You know, Crash, for all these years I've been wrong about you. Your creation was a mistake, and your existence has been a constant reminder of that mistake. But I've learned something from all of this. I've learned that you can't run away from your mistakes, but you can bury them! I never want to see your ridiculous face again! Where am I?
What is this? Da, 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 da. Yo, Roddy, thanks for the GG, and thanks for the GGs, everyone. Yo, Oliver. The twins are definitely... Yeah, they get eaten. Like, they straight up get, like, eaten alive. They are dead. Yeah, thanks for the GGs, everyone. Curious where that puts me on all levels board. My fucking runs got... Some of my runs got verified and SRCom failed to notify me. Good job, website. It just puts me above like 2 spots. Because there's like a 5-minute gap between Capri Dog and Mazed, so... Not as huge as I thought it would be, but nobody runs this category. Fantagony went better though. I could have gotten... I would have been ahead of Capri Dog also. It still wasn't like super amazing though. Like Ice Climb was bad. Hub 1 in general just wasn't that great. I mean, well, Hub 1 wasn't terrible, but there was definitely some rough spots in it. I didn't break the world checkpoint in Iceberg Lab, so I spawned at the bottom after I died to Coco. Boiler wasn't too bad. I had like a couple gross deaths, but it was a pretty normal boiler for me. This is the first time seeing me complete the speedrun. Yeah, it's a lot easier to complete all levels because there isn't really any spot in all levels where the game can soft lock or crash aside from like the very beginning. But Hundo's definitely a lot harder because Hundo can have a lot more things go wrong. Alright, well, I'm gonna go take a break, use the bathroom, grab a drink, check some of the things that Slosh showed me, and then probably do Hundo, I guess? That or I could play Entranced, one of the two. Alright, have a good night, Vinny, but I'll be back.